Welcome to another episode of Lunch with the Shark. Join us as we dive deep into discussions about business, accounting, and finance to help you build a business that thrives. Now sit back and have a bite with your host, the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa.
Well, hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to a new edition of Lunch with the Shark. I am your host, Vidal, the Shark CFO Espinosa. Thank you for tuning in on this Wednesday afternoon. It's already Wednesday. I can't believe it. How's your week been? Apparently for us, it's been a great week. We're actually still working from home. It's something very interesting because our state authorities have called for back to the house quarantine. If we don't need to go out, don't go out. If you can work from home, work from home. Cases are spiking in San Diego County. California is still stable, according to our authorities. People, just follow whatever you think it's necessary. I actually told my brother last week that you need to stop living without fear. You need to live. And a lot of us have been very fearful in the last 7 months, 8 months. It's not possible. You must not live in fear. You must continue as normal as possible. I know that we all are burned out. It's dragged for so many months when we were under the impression that this was going to be a sort of a short term, just to say it like that. If you are really concerned, don't guard. Follow whatever your instinct tells you. Don't over medicate. Do a lot of vitamins and eat healthy. Have the habits. Just yourself. Try to eat less carbs, less processed sugars, less flour, things like that, and more vegetables, more healthy. Because I remember when this thing started, and everybody was going crazy over the paper. We actually went to the supermarket and let's prepare ourselves. But the way we prepared compared to people's shopping carts, it was very different. It was very interesting seeing other people's shopping carts versus a shopping cart. And I believe everybody can do what the hell they want. If you to eat through your quarantine, processed sugars, fried items, chips, nachos, that's perfectly fine. That's you. And in my shopping cart, our shopping cart, we actually had tuna, chicken, things like the canned soup, low sodium, things like that we said, you know what? We don't know what's going to happen. I think this is a zombie situation. I don't think that everybody's going to turn like The Walking Dead. I'm pretty sure we're going to be having electricity, gas, and we think we'll just open a pouch or a can of tuna, and that's nutritious. So that's what we did. We got that type of items. So right now, don't lower your guard. If you don't believe that a mask is helping you, don't wear it. But if you are required to go into a establishment that they require you to wear a mask, just do it. Jose Luis, hello, my skinny friend. Dude, you're also like me. So You also lost a lot of weight like I did. Thank you for saying hi. So if you are required to walk into an establishment that they're asking you to wear a mask, just wear it. Because ultimately, whether it's the city, county, state, federal mandate, it doesn't matter because you're walking into a public property. Yes, each establishment is private property. Okay? Whomever owns that establishment can impose any regulations that they want. If they want you to walk into that store, that coffee shop with a full head-on mask, it's up to them whether they provide you one or you are required to bring one that it's your own. You want to walk into that establishment and to wear that mask. Then there's other coffee shops that they might not require you to wear that mask. There's other convenience stores that they might not require you to wear that mask. If you do not believe that a mask is required, if you don't want to be close to other people, whatever it is you believe, whatever it is that you believe, follow your own instinct, protect your own family, protect yourself. Other people wear the mask incorrectly, don't mask. It's whatever people want. Okay? Whether the government imposes us mandates for us to mask or follow certain procedures or follow certain safety procedures, it's up to you if you want to do it. Don't create chaos. Don't be. Just protect yourself, right? Whatever the science says, if it doesn't say, if it says it, whatever the hell you believe in, it's your own belief. Don't try to believe on somebody else's. That's it. Simple. There's been a lot of cases. There was a case recently here, another one here in San Diego, where somebody walked into a Starbucks and they bitch about the mask. Well, if you don't want to wear a mask, don't go into Starbucks. There's a huge sign that says you are required to wear a mask. Period. That's it. So don't bring your guard down. Check yourself, whether you believe it or not, whether you believe the chingadera exists or doesn't exist, whether you believe in conspiracy theory or it's not a conspiracy theory, whatever your belief is, just protect yourself, protect your family, and forget about everybody else. Just take care of yourself. And this brings us into today's topic, which is future vision of your company. Here is, and my first to you is, do you have a vision for your company, a current vision for your company? Have you visualized your company, or do you know where your company is at this point in time? And is it the way you visualize it? You imagine it? Are you focusing? Right? So how are you going to make this vision happen? A plan? Do you have a process? Do you have a picture? Do you even have a team to help you with your vision? Very interesting because yesterday, the day before yesterday, in my family, we actually had our first case of COVID. My brother, who is a physician, he actually contracted COVID. We have no idea where. Thank God that nobody else in our household nor family contracted it. Unfortunately, he had to go to the hospital. So while he was in the hospital, he actually told somebody that helps him at his house to take everything that is perishable from the refrigerator. And my mom was telling me 2 days ago that this person, we don't care, that what they did is like they actually took everything from the refrigerator, but everything from the freezer side and the refrigerator side. And my mom was like, oh, look, Vidal, this guy took this and that and da, da, da. I said, Mom, was Miguel Angel clear onto what he said he could take? And she's like, well, Miguel Angel said that he could take everything on the refrigerator. Well, the whole chingadera, the whole appliance, to me and to everybody, it's the refrigerator. You don't separate the left or the right door, it's the freezer, or the left and the right door, it's the refrigerator. The whole appliance for everybody, it's called the refrigerator. So this individual followed instructions. He actually took everything that was perishable from the refrigerator, not from the refrigerating side and the freezer side. He took the whole thing from the whole refrigerator. So my point being here is, are you clear? Are you clear on your future vision? My brother wasn't clear. He said, take everything that's perishable from the refrigerator. He did not specify from the refrigerated side, not from the freezer side. He assumed that this individual understood that he was talking simply and solely from the refrigerated side, from the cold side, from the cold box. Okay? So for most entrepreneurs, all we think about is the day-to-day operation of our business, but usually we don't think about the future of our business. When was the last time your advisor, your accountant, your CFO sat down with you, either with a conference call, face-to-face, Zoom call, whatever the hell it is right now that you're holding communication with your consultant, and ask you, what's your plan for your business for the next 5 to 10 years? I'm pretty sure you are going to do, I hope so, a projection for your 2021 year, which it's amazingly, but it's incorrect. It's wrong. How can you just plan for the next 12 months? There's a lot of things in your business that you cannot achieve on 12 months. Why not do a planning, a projection for the next 5 to 10 years so you have a long-term vision of your company? Or are you telling me that your company is so weak, or you are so weak that you only want to plan 12 months ahead of time? Damn, that doesn't even start to generate momentum, maybe on a marketing plan, on the rebranding, on acquiring new clients, on developing and researching new services, new products. How the hell you're going to get? You know what? Before I got into this today's lunch with the Shark, we were talking about patents, and patents usually take between 12 to 24 months. So if you're planning, or if you have a patent or trademark or anything that requires certification or registration, you're planning your 2021 when you have a patent that is going to take you 24 months to get. How is that? Please explain to me, because it's a bit impossible to understand that short-term vision of your company. Do you know what your future business looks like? It is critical that business owners consider the future of their business to make sure you know where you are going, and the most important thing, how the hell you're going to get there. I want to drive from California all the way to New York. Well, how the hell am I going to get there? Are you able to go on a straight line? Are you going to go all the way down and then up? Are you going to go all the way up from California and then all the way to New York, state, city, whatever? How are you going to get there? How are you going to get from point A to point B? Are you going to go all the way like this? or straight line? Up and down or straight line? How are you going to get there? It is critical that you consider the future of your business to make sure you know where you are, where you want to be. When you are thinking about the future of your business, here are 3 things about when creating your future dream business. The first one is pick a time frame. Yes, time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Yes. How far out should you look? Well, there's actually no right answer, but a business usually should not be 12 months. Let's start from there. 12 months. What the hell are you going to do in 12 months? Do you have contracts with your clients that are over 12 months? I hope so. What if you get a client in January and it's a 12 months agreement and you just plan for 2021? Are you going to suspend service December 31st, 2021 because you haven't planned after 2021? But as general principle, visioning works best if you go far out enough to get beyond present day problems, but not far out that you have no sense at all of actually getting there. If you know how to get there, and if you have a plan and you create a blueprint to get there, my recommendation is 5 to 10 years. Do you dream? Are you just dreaming of having your business forever and ever and handing it down generation after generation, and then you have no vision? You're planning year by year? How is that possible? How are you going to create growth in your company? Are you a solopreneur with a company? Are you a solopreneur with a team? Like, how are you going to delegate responsibilities for growth? Most organizational visions will probably be set somewhere from 2 to 10 years out. But 5, it's a typical starting place. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years. Start by planning 5 years. Take it from there. On your next planning meeting for 2021, do it for the next 5 years. Oh, but we don't know what's going to happen with the pandemic. We don't know what's going to happen with the economy. That's your own limitation and belief. That should not affect you. That should not affect your company. Those are external factors that you can actually, and you are going to have to deal with them whether you have a business or not. So those limiting beliefs should not be part of this. Plan for that. Consider the worst and work from there. Simple. And this is something that I told my brother, and it's like, you know what? Your fears are not my fears. Your fears are your limiting beliefs, not mine. Yes, he's fearful because he caught it. He's fearful because we were not able to see him. We were actually home, quarantined, and he was in the hospital by himself, all alone. It's something that it makes you think a shitload of things. And seeing my mother anguish because she could not be there with her son and or pamper him or take care of him, it's something that I don't wish on anyone. It's something very, very complicated. And I feel for the people that have gone through that. Nevertheless, this is the reality that we're living. I am not diminishing it, but we cannot live in fear. He's out of it. Thank God that he's better. He's doing much, much better. He's already out and about. He's still not going to work. He's actually recovering. But he's like wearing 5 face masks. I call them muscles or bozales in Spanish because I'm just being smartass. I do wear them. And he wants us to wear the special N95 face mask cover, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hell's no. I don't want to. I want to continue living life. Yes, it's fearful, it's sad, but that's it. So your fears are not my fears. So your beliefs are not my beliefs. And I would highly recommend you on focusing on your personal company's growth and just mitigate external factors that might affect the growth of your company. But visualize your company 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. Or do you visualize yourself working just year by year? Oh, they might fire me. Yeah, they can fire anyone at any point of time. So are you waking up every day if you go to work and you're like, oh, they're going to fire me today. Oh, they might fire me today. Oh, they might fire me today. You don't do that, do you? You plan to be in that company until you retire. Some people. So do the same thing for your company. Pick your topic. Because visioning can be used for just about anything. It's important to start by being clear about what you're working on. It is better to be really, 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 and I cannot stretch, really clear about specific things in your business. Revenue goals, client goals, or time goals are some great areas to start with. Last Monday, I had a conference call with a client, their quarterly meeting, and we were reviewing first, second, third quarter, and blah, 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 blah. And he said, oh, you know what? We're planning of growing from this number to this number. And I said, dude, that's like a 300% increase by next year. How are you going to do it? Like, please let's walk through your plan because that's an amazing growth. But you know what? He had a so clear and precise number for his revenue on his company that it was not even funny. It was scary. Like, I want to grow to $5.213 million. I'm like, holy shit. Like, that's actually like percentage. And he was super clear on the amount of revenue that he wanted for his company for 2021. No client of ours planned for just 1 year. 5 years minimum. Some clients, we help them with their planning. Some, we ask them for it. And we do a comparison between real, actual numbers and their planning projections. We actually help them afterwards and adjust them and so on. But 5 years. They're clear. This particular individual, is so clear on the revenue goals that it's most likely, yes, that he's going to achieve that number. He visualized it already. He's clear. With that clarity in revenue brings your clarity and your goal on your clients. It's easier to invest in your marketing because you know how much to invest in that market to generate that revenue. And this so dialed in, so in tune that target symbol, it's always aiming at the little target in the center. Clarity. Put together a list of things you will be proud of. In your vision, in your future vision, think about the work you're embarking on and throw down a list of positive achievements that will seem at least relevant. You might include specific goals your business will hit or the impact you have in your family and or community. Always think about your legacy. Always think about how you want to be remembered. Always think about what are you doing for your family and your community. Always remember to take care of yourself first and foremost. Those things are not little petty things. Those things are combined in your company. Remember, the vision, mission, goals have to be merged with yours. And not everybody, it's after the money. Not everybody, it's after money. Okay? So, put a list. Put a list of things that you want to achieve in the next 5 years in your company, personally and for the business, in combined, in conjunction. That's simple. It's actually so simple to do this exercises that you'll be scared if you actually do them and do not overcomplicate things by overthinking them. Oh, I want to see what my goal would be as like, well, let's see if I grow my business by 300%. Yeah, 300%, there's like that. But if 300% is going, I'm going to need more employees. So what I'm going to do with employees, well, then I need another office. That's a little bit complicated. You see what I'm doing? We're going down a rabbit's hole. No, I want to grow 300% in my company. I want $5 million in revenue. And out of that revenue, I want to keep $4 million. So your goal is to just spend $1 million. That's it. Focus on the big picture and forget about the petty little stuff in between on the how I'm going to get there. That's why you have a team. Make it happen. Period. With clarity. Transmit your vision. Transmit the big picture. Forget about the little scenes in between the big picture. Those are going to fall in place. It's a very simple process, but the problem is that we are going to overcomplicate things by overthinking everything. Don't have a problem for each problem. Oh, well, but if I want to increase to $5 million in revenue with my team, I don't think I can make it with my team. I'm going to have to employ more people. What am I going to do? I'm going to pay a lot of more taxes. So how can I not pay more taxes? Like, dude, come on, snap out of it. Period. Make it happen. Now that you have the idea of what your business will look like in the future, it is not time to put pieces in place to help you get there. Here are 3 simple steps to start heading towards your dream business. We are actually part of a group called your dream accounting firm or your dream firm. It's helped us a lot because it's helped us set clarity on what would be my ideal firm, my ideal business. And, oh, maybe you're just thinking you are a dreamer. If you dream it, you can make it. If you dream it, you can make it. I'll recommend you this documentary about the Pixar company in Netflix. They talk about this over there. It's not a overnight sensation, Pixar. It took them years to get where they are. It took them years to produce the first motion picture animated by computer, which was Toy Story. And they had no freaking idea what they were doing. They just did it. They had a vision. They had a clear idea of what they wanted it. And they said, we're going to merge cartoonists and computer engineers. And we're going to merge them and we're going to create a hybrid, which is this movie. We don't know how the hell we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. And they did it. And they've done it multiple times. So create a plan. Once you know what your future business will look like, you have to create deliverables to make sure you get to that point. The most important thing about having a plan is to create incentives to make sure you hit your goals. Keep in mind what your ultimate goal looks like to help you pass through that time. If your goals are not big enough, you're not achieving them. Oh, my goal is I just want a house. Well, what house? Where at? How is it? Imagine it. Live in it, in your dreams. Oh, I'm walking through the kitchen. And how does the kitchen look? How does your room look? Do you have a media room? Do you have a movie theater? Do you have a tennis court? Do you have a pool? Do you have a jacuzzi? Do you have a hot tub? Visualize it. And if that goal is big enough, juicy enough, if your carrot, it's the carrot that you want, you're going to make it happen with a plan. Evaluate your resources. After a careful review of your current resources, remember, fuck your numbers, right? You need to figure out what you are missing and try to fill the gap. It could be that you are not a numbers person and need someone, maybe us, to do your accounting, your planning, your budgeting, your cash flow projections, or maybe you have no freaking idea about marketing. Who does? Really, who does have an idea about marketing? So you need to hire someone to do that piece. This process makes you take a look inside to figure out what are your strengths and weaknesses. You have multiple strengths, but I'm telling you, you have more weaknesses than you can imagine. Hire people to feel your weaknesses. I was kidding. Well, I'm not kidding about the marketing. Who freaking knows about marketing? Marketing is so complex and so complicated because it's so thought that what happened to your traditional advertising in the newspaper or radio ads or TV? Like, oh, we need to pay-per-click, we need to do these, like we now need artificial intelligence. The algorithm changes every 5 minutes. Like, I have no freaking idea about marketing. And sometimes when I speak to our marketing team, I'm like, dude, do you even have an idea about the marketing? Like, I know they do because something is working internally here at Invictus, but dude, why is this so complicated? You're not an expert in marketing, then don't do it. Hire somebody. Where am I going to get the money? Well, you created the service, you created the product, go out and sell it. That's where the money's going to come so you can hire those weaknesses. Hire an advisor. Bam. No matter how big or small you are, it is great to have a mentor or coach to give you objective advice to keep you on track. They will help you through the pitfalls, give you some help during tough times, and show you creative ways to move forward your business. I'm going to give you a story. Last webinar, I hop on a call with someone that has already created their own company. And they were seeking advice because they were trying to have this company, this legal entity, taxed as an S corporation. And I said, well, based on our webinar and based on what you told me, you are member, owner, shareholder of this entity, right? Yes. And you are Mexican. You are not U.S. resident or a U.S. citizen. Yes. Therefore, you don't qualify to have an S corporation. Oh, no. That's not true. I searched it on Google and I can have an S corporation. I said, no, you cannot have an S corporation according to the IRS. Okay? According to the IRS, in order for you to qualify for an S corporation, every single member or shareholder of the organization must be a U.S. citizen or legal resident of the United States. No, that's not true. Well, if you are not going to follow advice from professionals, just do it on your own. Don't even seek advice, because obviously you have your head so up your ass and you have so much ego that you know everything about everything, that you don't accept mentorship or coaching. Simple as that. But if you want to be an excellent business owner, if you want to be successful, you'll read qualified and good written books by true, valid business owners, entrepreneurs that have been successful or have failed or whatever the hell it is. You also validate the sources where you're getting your information, which is maybe in this case going to the IRS website and making sure that whatever you say you know, it is true. The biggest thing I can say to truly make your future dream business a reality is stay focused, keep going, and trust your gut. Trust yourself. So, are you looking for some help with your business? We're looking for business owners and entrepreneurs to do our Hot Seats series with the Shark on an episode of Lunch with the Shark. So what's a hot seat? A hot seat is, we're not gonna put you on the spot, but you must be willing to talk about your business and problems that you're currently having in your business. And the idea is for us to gather as much information about that problem that I would be providing you solutions to that problem. We would be helping you maybe reorganize your ideas, rearrange your business, okay? We'll ask you some questions, some like an investigation. We're going to investigate, we're going to research what you've done in your company. And the idea is not to put you on the spot and make you feel bad. Like maybe if I ask you, hey, what's your organizational chart look? And like, what the hell is that? Well, maybe you need to know what an organizational chart is. Maybe not have it right there and then, but know who does that, what in your company, and things like that. So that's a hot seat. So just send us an email if you want to participate. We'll send you a questionnaire. We'll make sure that you're a right fit. And pretty much everybody that has problems in their company, it's a right fit. And also the thing here is to tell you that you are not alone. It's most likely that your issue, it's everybody else's issue at some point of time. So don't be afraid, don't be scared, don't be embarrassed to ask for help and seek for help. Okay? So are you interested? Visit invictus-advisors.com/hot seats and for English, and if it's Spanish is the same thing, but what is it in Spanish? Convocatoria/convocatoria. So just send us an email and we'll take it from there. We all know some of us use a little bit too much of Twitter. if you know what I mean, right? I'm not gonna say his name, so don't worry about there. Here, my team is like, don't. I don't care. Did you guys vote? Go out and vote. It's 13 days, I think 13 or 12 days until election is over. So if you're in the United States and you are able to vote, go out and vote. Go out and mail your mailing ballot. I actually did so already. So make sure you follow us on Twitter to stay up to date in our content. Donald Trump follows us. So there, I said his name. So people, team members, don't worry about it. Jesus, take the wheel and play the video. In the upper right-hand corner, you will see a search box. Enter Invictus Advisors and select it. Select the follow button to get all of our content. Okay, so we post some interesting things in Twitter. We post different things in LinkedIn. We post things all over. So just follow us. You'll get some cool stuff, some knowledge, and things like that. Comment, send us your messages, and just let us know what you wanna hear, what do you want us to do, and that's it. Today's quote comes from an American radio speaker and author called Earl Nightingale, and he said, "All you need is the plan, the roadmap, and the courage to press on to your destination." That's so true. That's so true. We actually have a plan for everything in our lives. Even when you wake up in the middle of night to go to the bathroom, you actually have a plan in your head. I'm going to get up, run to the bathroom, do my deal, come back to bed. That's a plan. It's been great seeing you today. Have an amazing afternoon. Bon appetit. Ciao.
Thank you for listening to Lunch with a Shark. If you would like to set up a consultation with the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa, visit his website www.invictus-advisors.com, and don't forget to subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn.